He wanders in the darkness deep. He lingers in the ice and cold, residing in a barren land filled endlessly with snow. Paths desolate are all he treads, the last alone and surely lost. His need for kingship he had gained, and turned his world to frost. To gain his goals, a spirit dark and mightier than hope could quell, he brought into the umbered land to ring the final bell. The ever-dark he summoned there, it swelled into the quailing sky. All country folk he longed to rule grew cold, and swift did die. The fields turned white, the sky jet dark, the never-ending darkness rose. All that once thrived could not survive, all hope turned pale and froze. A frigid phantom he became, his place stuck fast in season's wheel. No heat within, his will grew grim, no sadness could he feel. Now endlessly he stalks ahead, the great blackness upon his heel. He seeks a portal from beyond, some winter so to steal. A little here, a little there, oppressive winter to release upon another world than his, and so his world find peace. With cunning he must ever be a day or more ahead of that great blackness freezing all before, the once green habitat. With day in store he'd open door and siphon some of winter through, cold death release to give some peace that his world may renew. Yet not so now, for on the brow of not so distant hill it comes, it rises high into the sky, and thunders as with drums. As if with song he senses, no, a portal open in the way of demon dark. Another world will be consumed this day. And through that portal he could see a summoning made by the three, who stood upon the living grass beside an ancient tree. Though he barely understood, he passed that portal swiftly through. If the great blackness this gate gained, he knew what it would do. O witches three, fear you not me, but ever winter's killing breeze. He looked upon that mirror world of gloam and autumn trees. The winter world he stepped beyond was twinned before his arctic eyes. Though it was night, still heat's bright bite smote hard beneath black skies. He tried to speak, but pain so bleak reduced his words to woeful cries. By golden sun, this portal glows, or this world too soon dies.
Our winter spell,
one strove to tell,
was cast to last beyond one day. So summoned, we cannot swiftly make the portal go away.
Upon the gate the Archon great of winter quickly came before. The maidens three despaired of how they'd ever close the door.
Oh, woe that we are only three to bring the winter through the door.
said youngest, though the eldest cried,
"We're not but 3, we're 4.
The lost king rose then in his might beneath the night, and stood in line beside the bold, brave witches 3, 4 fates with one design. A blast of scarlet and of blue, one more of deepest golden flame. The lost king brought his spell to join, as Archon reached the frame. The portal bowed, it screamed aloud, as the great blackness thrust within. This world of gold would freeze with cold, and shrivel as its twin. The portal bowed, it screamed aloud, the 4 fought fiercely against the curse. The scream arose, and in its throes, it made the gateway burst. When gone was gate and remnants too, the lost king lay upon the stone. In eons past, it was the last that he would be alone. Though night was cold, his skin became besmirched by dew, then water too flowed swiftly from his frozen form. A fever in him grew. Their world he'd saved, the witches praised, though winter they must still regain. He shook his head and sadly said, "My day won't come again. In this dark night, I'll pass away. I can't withstand the rise of dawn, but there are none now to be sad. No kin there are to mourn."
"We'll weep for thee,"
said witches 3.
"We cannot let you fade away. Alas, had our spell only been withheld but one more day."
With but another hour fast had been the time the spell was cast. Far from this hill the dark Archon already would have passed. Behind its back this hill now lies. In nights 'tis not 100 now. The Great Blackness will find this place. The lost king did avow. The eldest said,
"Beloved ones, let us find again the strength to summon forth the gate. Though spent our spells, we'll save him from this fate."
The lost king glittered as with ice that summer's fire was cast upon. They knew the gate they must regain before the night was gone. Each girl from deep within her breast brought forth her strength. The night was blessed so twice with sacred powers the hill in glamour was addressed. They used their might upon that night. They strained with all their cunning skill. The Great Blackness would not so win the lost king as its kill. They used their might, the dark to light. The portal bloomed like blossom bright, and with a spell they set alight the lost king on his hill. That's my paperclip.